Yo, how are all of you doing today? I just want to come on here and give my probably way too early NFL season predictions for the 2022-2023 Miami Dolphins. And with all that's been going on, I'm expecting a lot out of this year. I mean, it's March. It's March 31st. It's about to be April. About to be April Fool's actually. So I just need to just come and give my way too early predictions. Still yet to have the draft, which probably won't really matter unless we trade back into the first round, which wouldn't be a total shock. But I found some chalked schedules that are allegedly what it should be, so I can pull that up and I can just go through it. And I'm gonna give my predictions on the games. So the first one that they have on here is them playing at Baltimore against the Ravens. I'm gonna have Miami winning that. You know, the Ravens, they're gonna have Lamar coming off injury. Lamar, he's a really good quarterback, but I feel like the Dolphins will be able to get it done in Baltimore. And then next week we have the Bears in Chicago. If this schedule's all right, it's probably not gonna be like the right order. It's probably the right opponents, but like just not the right order. So next they have the Bears at Chicago. And I have them beating the Bears. Justin Fields going into his second year. I don't think Justin Fields is still going to be at that level that he should be yet. I feel like Tua's going to have a good season this year. He should perform up to good standards behind a good O-line, good targets now. So I have them going 2-0, beating the Bears. Next, at Cincinnati. It's going to be a good game. I have them losing to the Bengals. We always find ourselves in a slump when we play the Bengals. Pretty sure the past 2 times I've watched we played the Bengals, we've lost, not including the preseason game for this year's preseason when we beat them. Then we have at Detroit. They're still not who they should be yet. I feel like Dan Campbell has something good going in Detroit, but they're still not where they want to be yet. So we're going to take down Detroit, go to 3-1 in Ford Field. Then week 5 we have Buffalo, which is a game that could go either way. The Bills, I feel like they've only gotten better this offseason, but so have we, so it would be a good game. I feel like we lose this time around. We lose in Miami to go 3-2, and then coming off of 3-2, playing against the Patriots at home. I feel like this definitely, like the placement of the games and what week is definitely not correct, because it has us playing like 8 straight home games or something crazy like that. So it's definitely probably not correct. But the Patriots, I feel like we get that done. Mac Jones, feel like he's going to have a good year this year. Patriots are going to perform better than they did last year, but Dolphins still take down the Patriots, go to 4-2. And playing against the Jets, again, Jets aren't where they want to be yet. Robert Saleh's doing pretty good things over there too. But we still take them down to go to what would be 5-2. Then the Browns, which is an interesting team. Deshaun Watson, Amari Cooper, big additions. They still have the draft to add some more stars, more weapons. And I have us losing to the Browns, go to 5-3. That supposedly is in Hard Rock Stadium, but again, this schedule's probably not right. So I have us losing to the Browns, going to 5-3. Then we play the Steelers. If you follow me on TikTok, you know I just posted a TikTok about the Dolphins being better than the Steelers. And the Steelers better make a move at quarterback. If they're playing Mitchell Trubisky at quarterback or Mason Rudolph, by the time this game's going on, Dolphins take it easily. I feel like the Dolphins take it either way, even if they do add a quarterback. So we win that game, we go to 6-3. Then we take on the Packers, which without Devontae, I feel like Aaron Rodgers is going to have a little bit of a lesser year than he had previously, because he's got his main target ripped away from him. Also, Marquez Valdes-Scantling, who's also a underrated receiver. He's pretty good physical receiver. So he's going to be rocking with like Alan Lazard as his wide receiver 1 this year. So I feel like we get that done too, go to 7-3. 7-3. Play against the Vikings. Vikings are a good young team. They just re-signed, they extended Kirk Cousins. Still have Dalvin Cook, Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen. They're a good team. I feel like we lose to them, supposedly in Hard Rock. So that would move to 7-4. Then moving on, playing at New England in Foxborough. I feel like they get us this time. They bite us back this time to move to 7-5. Then at New York, it's gonna be another win for us. Go to 8-5, beat the Jets. Then playing against the Bills in Buffalo. I feel like we're gonna beat Buffalo this time around. Move to 9-5, just because it's always the first time we always play the Bills, we underperform. We don't play as well. Second time we play better, and we're gonna get it done this time. We're gonna beat them to move on to what should be 9-5. Then playing the Chargers in SoFi. That's gonna be a really good game. You know, Justin Herbert versus Tua, pick 5 versus pick 6 in the NFL Draft 2020. And I feel like Tua can pull that one out, honestly. And if we beat the Chargers, we're rocking with good confidence going in. Definitely looking for a postseason spot at 10-5 after beating the Chargers. Then we play against the Texans in Miami, not in Houston, in Miami. And I feel like we knock off the Texans just because it's the Texans. They just lost Deshaun Watson, who might not have even played for them anyway if he was still there. But definitely going to go with Miami over the Texans. So Miami advances to 11-5 and beating San Francisco in their final game, supposedly on the schedule, which is on fbschedules.com. If you search up 2022 Miami Dolphins schedule, that's where you can find it. But last time we played the 49ers, it wasn't even close. It was back October of 2020, and we knocked them off pretty well. But also that was the same year the 49ers were shadowed by injuries. I mean, those injuries to the 49ers in 2020 were crazy. Week 2, they had like 3 players go down with an ACL tear. It just wasn't pretty for the 49ers in 2020, so I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. But I still have Miami topping them in this game to make us finish the season at 12-5. I feel like we make a wild card game and we win the wild card game, making our first playoff win since 2000. We win that wild card game, advance to the divisional round, play against whoever, and we lose in the divisional round. So those are my predictions for this season. I feel like we definitely have one of the best seasons we've had in years. Probably the best in the past decade or so. Probably our best season will be this season. And we get our first playoff win since 2000 this year in the wild card. And maybe next year, after this year, we make a big playoff run. But this year, I have us going to the divisional round, which would still be a huge upgrade for Dolphins fans. If you've been a Dolphins fan for a long time, you know that the divisional round, reaching that milestone, would be huge for us, give us so much confidence advancing to the 2023 season. I mean, when you talk playoffs around the Dolphins, we get excited because we've had such a long playoff drought. I mean, we went in 2016, but it was kind of fraudulent. I mean, we got blown out by the Steelers. I wouldn't really say blown out, but they definitely outplayed us by a big margin. But definitely a factor in that game was losing Ryan Tannehill. But still, we didn't really put up a fight in that game in the wild card against the Steelers. So ever since 2000, it's just been a dry spell for the Dolphins playoff-wise. And we're looking to deplete that, actually add some water to our playoff drought, and get a win this season in the wild card after going 12-5. And we do have 2 first-rounders in the 2023 draft, which we're not even at the 2022 yet, so I won't dive into that so much. But yeah, and definitely for the 2022 draft, we'll definitely be doing a reaction, a watch party. That's the word I'm looking for. We'll definitely be doing a 2022 draft watch party Thursday night for the first round. That night, definitely. And that's all I want to come here to talk about. Give my little predictions, my run through. Again, I'll link the website I was using reading off for the schedule in the description. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, and peace.